Okay. Okay, so today is August 10th. We're gonna continue with the military unit. So let's start. Okay, so the first character is this one, 条. 条. Okay, 条. This 条 is also the first way of constructing a character, which is has a sound part and a meaning part. Okay, so the lower left part of this part's pronounced as 错. The meaning of that is basically walking, related to walking. And so this one, the meaning is very far away, distant, and or very high and very far away. So today we can go look at how this word is constructed. So, and you can see that the left side of it, the old text looks like a foot and some footsteps, footprints. Okay, that's the lower left part. And the top part, there's a knife and there's a mouth. Okay, and so this means the mouth means that you are using mouth to yell and to project your voice into the distance. Okay, so they use that to mean far away. Okay, next one. 地. Again, and you can see the lower left part is the same thing. So this one also has something to do with I think we studied this character before. This means the younger brother. So over here, use this sound. So this character means take turn, do something in turn successfully. Okay, so this is one meaning, and there's another meaning. Means deliver, like deliver a letter, deliver a parcel. You call it 递信递包裹就是and 邮递邮递 that means you are delivering anything that the post office or other delivery company like a Federal Express kind of thing, so we call it 递. So in China, there's a huge workforce doing this logistic. They call it what? They call it what is it called? They call it 邮递小哥. Yeah, something like that. They basically deliver everything. They deliver letters, parcels, deliver food, and deliver anything you can think of. Because in China, the e-commerce is very, very advanced. So you can order pretty much anything online, and so the delivery industry is huge. Okay, so this is D. If we look at the character, you can see that this is, there's the left part, it's a foot and the footprint, and the right side looks like a tiger, but has horns. So so I don't know why there's a tiger over there. I don't know. There's a tiger. Yeah, the character. See, the old character has a tiger there. Okay. Anyway. All right. Next one. Yu. So this one has a character ma on the left side, so it has something to do with horses. So this is a character means drive a carriage, and control. Okay, and so to extend that meaning to mean dominate, rule, reign. So that kind of means because you driving a carriage that you have to control the horse, right? So let's take a look at the original character. So the original character, there are basically two ways to write it. So one way is this. See that part is, it's like that. So you have a horse on the left side, and then there's a hand on the right side, which means using the hand to control the horse. And this guy, and you can also see the horse and also see the hands, but this time you got something, some kind of harness in your hand to control the horse. Okay. But there's also another way of writing this is like this. So this one, you got the road on the left side, you got the person on the right side, and you got the horse, the carriage in the middle. Okay. All right. Qi. Again, this one has a horse on the left side, and the character qi on the right side to represent its sound. So this means ride horses, or ride other animals like elephant or donkeys, things like that. Okay, but it also means can mean you kind of ride on anything. Okay, for example, not necessarily animals, but you can ride on a wall, for example. Okay, so basically anything that you ride, you put two legs on each side, that kind of act called qi. So this one, literally you can see that it looks like a person, right? Put these two legs on each side of the horse. Okay, you can see that, right? It's literally it's a picture. It looks like that. That's the very old picture to represent that word. But later on, they changed it to a different way of constructing it, which means they choose to using a horse on the left side and use the a character to represent its sound to construct the character. Okay. All right. Ba means target. Okay, this is a very a simple word. This is a target and ba. It's literally 100% corresponding meaning. Corresponding meaning. Okay, there's nothing else. And this one on the right hand side is ba, representing its sound. The left side is ge. Ge is leather. Okay, so usually in the old days, the target for shooting they made out of leather. Okay, so that's why they use this leather on the left side. Okay, next one, Hong. All right, this one it's kind of interesting because this is originally means the rumbling sound, the roaring sound of a big chariot, running by. That's the original meaning. Okay, so if you look at the original character, it's literally 3 chariots. See that? The 3 chariots like put together. Okay, so literally it means it's a string of or a group of chariots running together that makes the rolling sound. That's what this character means. Okay, the way they simplify it is using the 草书. Okay, it's a form of Chinese character writing to speed write, basically. Okay, to write character very fast, you simplify the strokes. Okay, of course there's a standard way of how you simplify those strokes. Okay, and this yu and this 2u, that means basically it means repeating. Okay, so this means to repeat what's on the top twice. Okay, and the simplified character nowadays the Chinese uses, so they apply that technique. Okay, so this is a Hong. Now, right now, this character means something different. Okay, they still carry that original meaning, but now they have new meaning, and the new meaning is explode. Okay, I think the reason is because the explosion also has a very big rumbling sound. Okay, so now this character means explode or bombard, that kind of meaning. Okay, especially you use like cannons, those huge artillery to do destructive operation. Okay, and then also you have another meaning to mean like you try to drive somebody away. Okay, drive somebody away. You can so 把他轰走. Okay, 把他轰走. So 把他轰走, the meaning is that this person is very nasty and you don't like him, and so you use a rather extreme way to 把他轰走. So basically you kind of take some actions to literally to drive him away. Okay, not nice, basically not a nice way to ask him to leave. Basically you kind of force him to leave, so that's called 轰走. Alright, next one, 周. 周, this character it originally means little island in the river. So the 3 lines means river, and the 3 dots means the little islands in the river. That's original meaning. So not necessarily river. So it means that means the huge place with water, and then also there are a lot of little islands, big and small, in the area. So that kind of place we call it 州. That's the original meaning. So the English should be the islet. That's what it is. Okay, so now later we use this character to mean prefecture, district. So become the political division, locality division. Okay, and so right now in China they use this character to mean localities that has that is self-governing in nature. Basically those minority ethnic groups where most people are minority ethnicities, and those provinces we call it self-governing 州 instead of we call them province. Okay. So if you look at the original character, you can see literally that's what it is. See the character, you can see that the river, and then there's a little island right in the middle. Okay, and then later on they say, well, not one island but three, that kind of thing. Okay. Okay, next one, 县. 县 means县means county. This is a local authority. Okay, it's a county. It's a level of political division, locality, that kind of thing. 县, right? I think roughly you can correspond it to county in America, right? So the original meaning of this character is hanging. So really it's hanging. That's what it means. You can see that, there's a tree, and then there's a string, and then hangs something looks like somebody's head. That's what the original meaning. Okay. How come this is later to represent a county? I do not know. Okay, next one. How? Let's go. Let's see if we finish one sentence yet. Yeah. Okay, so this sentence, 条地御旗把홍州县. Okay, so again, so this is we'll talk about a military operation. So 条地御旗, 条地, 条 means far away, 地 means delivery. Okay, 条地, 条 So now this means to mean that reciprocate. So basically somebody reciprocate, especially you pay back in way or in some kind of things in values. Also use this word. Is just representing the sound. So related to walking, running, okay, and the top, one, use these words to represent the sound. So this character means journey, walking, or surpassing, or pass. It also means like old age. That 年迈，年迈 means that this is very old. The person is very old. Okay. So here's the original character that looks how it looks like. On the right hand side is I don't know, it looks like some kind of bug. Okay. All right. So what this paragraph saying is that the left side means walking, and they put a bug to representing like the bug is walking and time is passing by, and so they use that to mean that time is passing by. And then again using that time pass by to further extend to somebody getting very old. 历 is going through, experience, undergo, or travel through. It's also all over, one by one. Another meaning is using it as a noun to mean calendar, almanac, that kind of thing. And so this character, that that has this is a simplified way of writing. Okay, so it's hard to know that's how these characters are originally constructed. So if you look at the original character, and you can see that there's a foot. Okay, so the lower part, that's the foot part. Okay, so that's the foot, and then there's two trees. Two trees means in the forest. So you are walking in the forest. Okay, walking in the forest. On the top part, that means a cliff. Okay, so this basically means you are walking in the forest in some kind of mountainous area. Okay, so then you can see that why this means walking through, experience, passing by, that kind of meaning. Okay, and then of course the simplified version, they kept the cliff part, but the lower part they basically really simplified using a character li, which means strength, right? They use that to basically to represent the sound li. Okay, and I think, but it lost original meaning. Okay, the original character, they don't use the sound, they actually use the picture to represent its meaning. Okay, li, wei. Wei means bending. Bend, you kind of bend, curve. Then also another meaning is called entrust. Entrust somebody, appoint somebody. Also you kind of yield and comply to somebody's requirement or request. And it's also a short way of saying committee or committee member. Okay, and so basically it's two meanings. One is curving, curved or bend, that kind of means. Okay, to make something straight becoming curved. That's one way. The other meaning is basically you handed a task to somebody to get it done. That act called wei. Okay, and then from that, and then to mean like committees or committee members. Okay, basically committee and committee members is somebody is appointed them to carry out some kind of task, right? So this character, the original character, this character has two parts, right? So the lower part is a girl, okay, and the top part is a crop. The crop that's on the top part has its head bended over, okay. So to means that that's to mean bend over, okay. And using a woman, using a girl, it's also to mean comply, right? Because in the old ancient times, women, has the social status of a woman is usually has to have to comply to a man's request or requirement. Okay, so they put these two characters together to mean that bend over. Okay, bend over then means to comply to somebody's request. Jian, let's take a look at it. See. Okay. Jian. This one means hard, difficult, or hard, dangerous. Okay, dangerous. Basically, the original meaning means a land that is not very good, very poor piece of land that is very hard to manage to become productive. Okay, and that's they use this character to refer to that kind of land. And then, of course, further they use that character to mean anything that is difficult and dangerous. So the original character, it looks like, so the left side, rather complicated character on the left side, right? So this part means clay kind of dirt. Okay, it's very fine, very hard, and it's very difficult to cultivate and plant crops, and so that kind of dirt, that kind of land. And then the right side is the 更, is this part. This part is basically means very. Okay, very, very 的意思. So put them together, that means very hard, very difficult. Okay. So let's go back. So 耗损愁肆，卖力维艰。耗损愁肆，耗损耗 means consume, that you're used up, that kind of thing. Okay, 损 means damaged, lose. 酬 means to pay somebody. Okay, and in military operation you have to pay the soldiers, right? And 饲 means you have to feed animals. In ancient times, war operation, there are a lot of livestock they have to help. Okay, horses especially, and sometimes they use donkeys and using bulls to carry stuff. And so, but then you have to feed them, right? Feed the animals. Of course, 酬 means you have to feed the army. Okay, so this means that 耗损 means military operation costs lots of money. Okay, costs lots of money. You have to pay the soldiers. You have to feed the animals. That's what this means. 耗损愁肆，卖力维艰。卖 means walking, right? Walking, pass through, that go through. 力 also means experience. 维艰. So, 维 means that you are accepting somebody's appointment to complete some kind of task, right? And that task in military operations is often very difficult and often very dangerous. So, you are experiencing not only lots of cost, but also you experience a lot of difficulties and danger. So this is what this sentence means. 耗损愁肆，卖力维艰。乘 means pursue. Okay, pursue, chase, pursue. And another meaning is while, means that you're doing something while something. For example, like 趁你出差的时候给我带件礼物啊。That means while you are traveling on business, can you bring me a gift? Okay, so that's 趁. So you just take whatever you're doing as an opportunity to carry out another task. This is called 趁. So this one also has the lower left side means walking, has something to do with legs and feet. And then the right on the top right part of it is 真 真 that's just basically means the sound. So this character means, the original means chasing or be close or getting close. So basically that's what it is. Okay. 趁 却 却 means retreat, withdraw. Another meaning is in English similar to like but, okay, never but, however, that kind of meaning. Okay. So this one, the original meaning, it looks like somebody is kneel over. Okay, kneel over. On the left side, it looks like some kind of valley. Okay, some kind of valley. They use the valley to mean difficult situation, and the person kneel over, that means the person is kind of upset by the difficulty and they give in. Okay, so this is means to retreat, to give up, that kind of thing. Yang, pretend, feign, pretend. Basically, it's a pretend. Okay. Again, this is very simple. This is just a person and a yang, sheep. Okay, but basically the sheep means representing the sound. This is basically means pretend. Okay, you pretend something, or pretend some act, or pretend somebody. 攻 means attack, assault, assault, attack. Okay, this is the opposite meaning is defense. Okay, so this is attack. This is the opposite meaning character is defense. 攻 it also means accuse somebody or blame somebody. They use that words too. And also in medicine, if you try to cure somebody, you can use this words also. And you can see why. It's because you are attacking the disease, right? And win. And so they also use this character. And also, you can use this character to mean that you study very hard and research very hard to figure out a difficult problem or difficult issue and find a solution. Okay, so this is has several meanings. So over here, of course, in military operation, basically means attack. Okay, and you can see this character means basically mean it's a hand holding a ge. Okay, holding a ge. That ge is it's type of weapon. Okay, so using a hand holding a type of weapon. Okay, so then of course you are ready to attack, right? So this 攻 go means construct, build, compose. You create or you frame. Okay, so one meaning is a literal, physical sense. You are basically building something physical. Okay, you can see and you can touch. But also it can mean that you're constructing something that is not physical. For example, you frame up some sayings, some kind of story. Okay, but that is not reality. But you will construct a fake story and superimpose on somebody else's, and in order to defame somebody, or in order to harm somebody, or we're getting worse, or you are trying to put somebody in jail, or even try to kill somebody. Okay, and we also use these words to mean this kind of act. And also, of course, this is physically built, and then you use a noun to mean a house. Okay. So this one, you can see that literally there's a wood, there's a tree on the left side. That means building material. So in ancient China, in Chinese, that wood is the main building material for buildings. Okay, I think in Europe, it looks like stone is the main building material, right? But in China, for a long time, wood is the main building material for buildings. And then the right hand side, and you can literally see it looks like a building, and it's a 2-story building. Okay, it just looks like a building. But now they simplified it. Okay, they use the word "go" to mean its character, to mean its sound, but the original character, they don't have a the original character. It's smarter. This right hand side, the sound is "go." So it's the same sound, but also it's a picture to representing the building. Okay. The newer ones, the simplified ones, they choose another simpler character. Okay, next one, 住. 住 also means build. Okay, but another one. The original meaning is to ram earth. So when you're building a building, so you need to build a foundation, right? You need to make sure the ground is hard, so you can support the building on top. And so you use some kind of thing to ram it, and ram the earth and to make it solid, right? So that act of ramming the earth, they use this character 住. Okay, and then because of that, nowadays we use this character to mean in general building something. Okay, so if you look at that, you can see that so on the top there are bamboo leaves, right? So to means bamboo. And the lower left side, there's a tree. It means using the wood. And then there's a person on the side. And then there's something in the middle. That middle, that means you are actually when they in ancient times, when they build buildings, they put it that way. Just they use some kind of wood to build some aisles, okay, and then they put the dirt between two pieces of wood, and then they ram the earth in the middle to make the strip of dirt very, very hard, okay. And then they put the building on top, and so that's why there's a middle part. Okay, so if you look at the old character, and you can see that there's two lines over there, right? And then there's it looks like somebody is walking over. Okay, so this is 住. Let's look at the word 住. Okay, there's 2 more characters. 好 means moat, trench. moat trench. Moat is the man-dug river going around the city to prevent somebody, to prevent enemies' attack, right? So this is moat. That's the character, literally the character to mean that thing. And you can see that, it's a picture of a city, right? A picture of a city, and then outside the city there's a pile of dirt, right? Pile of dirt, and then there's a gap between the pile of dirt and the city wall, okay? And the city wall. And so this is it's a defense. It's a defense thing, right? Okay, so next one. 堑. 堑 means the same thing, moat. Okay, same thing, moat is a 防御 you constructed for defense. And so this one, and you can see again, you see a pile of dirt, like you pile it up, right? And then to prevent what? To prevent somebody, prevent the carriage to come over. Okay, so basically you stop this military chariot. Okay, so this sentence. So 趁却佯攻，构筑壕堑。趁却佯攻，趁却 that means retreat, right? Retreat. 趁却 that means what? You take advantage, you take the opportunity of retreat, or either your own troops retreat or the enemy's troops retreat. Okay, you take advantage of that situation. That's what this means. 趁却。佯攻 means it's an attack, but it's not a real attack, but it's a pretend attack. Okay, pretend attack to confuse the enemy, right? So in military operation, that's the often thing they do. Okay, 趁却佯攻构筑壕堑 that means you build those moat, either surrounding the city or you build in the battlefield, right? Battlefield to hide it and also to stop the enemy troops from advancing. Okay, so this is today's lesson, and we're gonna stop over here. Happy learning. And I see that many students has mastered over 1,000 characters, so that's wonderful. I'm very, very happy, so keep it up. And also I see that quite many students are up around 800, 900 characters right now, so before long they will go over the 1,000 mark, so that's great. Congratulations, keep it up. Bye bye.